Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hello, foodie booties. Today, I'm back here today to once again remind you of what a garbage piece of shit, no good, bald bigot, Chantal Marie, Chantal Show, Foodie Booty, Floppy Bobby, Big Beautiful Me, The Daily Chantal, whoever, whatever. She's horrible, okay? She's terrible. And if you didn't catch her live stream last night of her last night in fucking Cuba, where she was drunk as shit and saying literally the worst shit I've ever heard her say. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything worse than what happened last night, but it was really bad. She managed to fit in every single shitty thing she could say in the span of however long she was streaming. Now, I will say that I, only actually watched about an hour of it live as it was happening. There was a point where Noel went to go take a shower and I'm like, I'm gonna play my little mobile app game, Switchcraft, which sponsored me a few videos back. I'm gonna play this game while I listen to something on YouTube. And I turned on Chantal's live stream in the middle of her talking about white privilege, and then just ended up being completely taken aback by literally everything she said. So the contents of today's video are going to include things that are racist, some xenophobia, some ableism, just some general other uncomfy things about the way she treats other women, talks about Dee Dee. I don't know, if any of that sounds like it's not something that's gonna put you in a good place today, feel free to turn off the video and come back later if you want, or don't come back at all. I mean, we're talking about Chantal, so I'm sure you can imagine the kind of nonsense. But also, because I only watched part of it, this video is only made up of things that I either saw myself as it was happening, or I saw today on Twitter this morning as I logged on and was browsing the internet. So like I said, she started this shit off by talking about white privilege, and I mean, if you follow me, if you know me, you probably are not surprised to know that I believe that white privilege is a concept that is real and is something that we should think about in the way that we live our lives, okay? I don't know that she knew what the fuck she was talking about. And regardless of anything that she said about white privilege, she literally threw any good that can come from her talking about white privilege out the door by just being racist as fuck towards Nader and Roman.
You manipulate women, you fucking abuse women enough, this is what happens. You like it? You don't like it? Oh, sorry, go back to Egypt, you fucking refugee piece of shit. You don't even deserve to be in Canada. You should be deported.
Don't you fucking worry, because you're a nobody without me. You're a nobody. You're a ghetto trash piece of Moroccan shit who fucking is nobody. You're nobody. Who are you? Nobody.
Which, let's just be clear, right? Remove Nader and Roman from this situation, because one, I don't know shit about Roman. I feel like he was this big of a blip in the whole Foodie Booty storyline arc. And two, I think Nader's a piece of shit human as well, okay? I don't think he's a good person, and I don't want to defend him either. But just the general shit she was willing to say about them and where they're from and their immigration status, or particularly Nader's immigration status, to me speaks volumes about what Foodie Beauty thinks about people who are of different ethnicities and races and who are refugees to the country that she lives in. Miss me with talk about all this white privilege and how you hate white people and all of this, that, the other, Chantal, when you're out here still talking shit about people who aren't white. Fuck off. But also, one of the things that I did catch live was her yelling the R word at a viewer. The vitriol and her just willy-nilly saying the R word at a human. It's just wild. And then her defense of why it's okay for her to say that.
Sweet Jane, are you fucking? Oh, sorry, I said Oh, I'm not allowed to say retarded. Ooh, sorry. Oh, sorry, that's a slur. Give me a break. I'm so tired of people being so fucking SJW. You can't even say anything anymore without people being fucking offended. I honestly, the R word, honestly, that pisses me off. I'm going to be honest. Because, honestly, I obviously don't have anything... It's so stupid. I obviously don't have anything against people with disabilities. It's so stupid. Retard is also figurative. It means you're fucking stupid. It has nothing to do with people with disabilities. Actually, people with disabilities are not insulted by the word retard. Okay? Retard means you're fucking stupid.
It's just a mess. It's just an absolute mess. And again, how can you talk about the concept of white privilege? Okay, you can talk about the concept of white privilege and understand that very nuanced, complex concept, or claim you do. I don't think she actually does. But then go on to say shitty things about people in the disabled community, like using a word that collectively people of the disabled community do not appreciate. Like, I don't understand how you could do all of that. And then to top that all off, so I was tweeting as I watched the live stream last night because I just like couldn't believe what we saw. So last night I tweeted about how quickly she went from talking about white privilege to defending her use of the R word and how it allegedly has nothing to do with disabled people. And this morning, one of the things that she prioritized, instead of, I don't know, prioritizing getting her ass on a plane and going back to Canada, one of the things she prioritized was tweeting back at me, somebody who didn't tag her in this post. She sought this out on her own, to be clear. She replied to me saying that the R word people are privileged too, or have privilege too. I don't know. The screenshot will be up there for you to see exactly what she said. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Like, do I even have to say anything about how fucked up of a response that is? Like, do I have to say anything? Like, what? Like, what? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. And on top of that, she wants to talk about, so she mentioned that in the video, the live stream yesterday, that all these SJWs, okay, all these SJWs are offended over the R word. But then she wants to go on Twitter immediately following that tweet to me and ask why Twitter is so full of whiny wannabes. Girl, have you looked in the mirror? In fact, let me just show you the screenshot of this tweet, this quote tweet of that I thought was so funny because it's literally just a collage of images of Chantal whining and crying. And whining and crying. Like, literally, this is a woman who yesterday in the same live stream was crying because she was so sad. And it's so hard to be rich. It's so miserable to have a lot of money. It's so hard. She was crying. She just wishes she could give away all of her money. Which, like, by the way, she did give away a laptop to a man that hooked up with her in Cuba. Which is just like, whatever, ma'am. Okay, do what you want with your money. Truly, but like, she's out here whining and crying and it's so hard to be rich. Like, fuck off. Like, so many people would love that. Like, you literally created 4 different platforms when your YouTube channel got deleted, okay, because you were worried about not having all this money anymore, and charging people ridiculous amounts of money for your Patreon, and charging them money for your OnlyFans. Like, get out of here that you're so sad that you're so rich. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you were so sad that you were so rich, you wouldn't have all these memberships. Like, listen, make your money, but don't come out here crying to me about how sad you are that you're so rich. Girl, no. And on top of that, she also was just calling for people to be doxxed left and right. Like, she literally asked Kiwi Farms to dox one of the people in her chat.
Kiwi Farms, I'm asking you to please dox Angel Hands. Please dox her. Please email me with her docs. I will fucking broadcast it all over my channel. Please, I love you. Please dox Angel Hands. I will give anything to dox Angel Hands. I fucking swear to God. And I will broadcast it all over my fucking channel. I swear. Goodbye, Feeder Beauty. Goodbye.
And then on top of that, she was asking people to go harass Dee Dee's mom, who's in like a long-term care facility.
Oh, I want to make you happy, Dad. Or, you are such a simp. You're so disgusting. I hope people fucking contact your mother's nursing home and fucking cause shit for you for your whole life. I hope people make your life a living hell.
Feel what you want to feel about Dee Dee, okay? And feel what you want to feel about people who insert themselves into your chat, which I don't agree with, like, encouraging anybody to be doxxed. I mean, I think that's fucked up, just as I thought it was fucked up yesterday that people are taking pictures of wifey when she doesn't want to be photographed. But nevertheless, like, Dee Dee's mom is definitely not somebody who has to be involved in all of this shit. She did not ask to be a part of this. So you're out here encouraging people to go harass this woman, to go harass the staff that are taking care of this woman? Get the fuck out of here, Chantal, you miserable, worthless piece of human garbage. The only thing that was, like, would have been mildly entertaining if it was on its own, outside of this whole ass fucking live stream, was her just randomly coming from Learning to Be Fearless and her 3-wick candles, and then not understanding why people are mean to Amber Lynn, or like literally she referenced King Cobra. I don't know if y'all have seen his nonsense, but if you haven't, go watch Willow Davis's channel. He does a lot of reactions to this guy. But she was like, I don't understand why people hate King Cobra. I don't understand why people hate Amber Lynn. But then she ranted about Learning to Be Fearless and her 3-wick candles and her wicker baskets, which, like, honestly, truly would have been funny to me just by itself, because y'all know I love to rant about Amber Lynn, like, buying another fucking journal, right? So, like, I think if she would have just came on and just ranted about Learning to Be Fearless, it would have been funny to me, but that's not what she did. That was, like, a small pocket of time of her, between her being racist, xenophobic, ableist, threatening to dox people, asking for people to be doxxed. Fucking wild. Really ludicrous stuff last night. And honestly, I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more that I have not included, that I didn't have time to include, that I didn't see because somebody didn't clip it on Twitter or I wasn't watching at the time. And it's just so exhausting. Like, aren't we tired? Aren't we tired? Like, all YouTube deleting her channel and then giving it back to her has done is emboldened her. Like, there were multiple times while I was watching where she was like, report me. Delete my channel. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what happens if my channel's deleted. And it's like, no, you do care. Like, you do care. But also, like, you feel like you're invincible at this point. You feel like nothing can stop you. So you're going to just say all of the worst shit you can say about people as you can. And it's just so wild because she also frequently talks about how, you know, she doesn't come for anybody unless they come for her. But she was talking a lot of shit about people that, at least at the time, in the moment, nobody had come for her. Like, a lot of this stuff just came out of her mouth on her own. Like, the stuff about Learning to Be Fearless, for example. Like, where did that come from? Why are you saying such mean things about Learning to Be Fearless? Because she also, I mean, I focused a lot on the 3-wick candles and the wicker baskets because she just repeated that a lot. But, like, she also said a lot of stuff about how fake she thought she was and how, you know, she got gastric bypass surgery, so that must mean she hates herself. Things like that, like, Learning to Be Fearless probably doesn't even know who Chantal is. So, like, this whole thing where Chantal says, like, I only say mean things about people when they say mean things about me. No, you say mean things about people all the time, regardless of if they come for you or not. And not only do you say mean things about them, but, like, you say really low shit about people because you want to hit them at their lowest. Like, you want to take the lowest blow you can. So you resort to talking about people's ability levels, you resort to talking about people's looks, you resort to talking about people's race, and where has that gotten you? Do you feel like a better person now, Chantal? Do you feel better now that you got that shit off your chest? You're a horrible person. You say horrible things. And you need to focus on you, okay? Like, I'm so tired of this conversation. I'm so tired of Chantal. And I know I have the ability to check in and out whenever I want. So don't be surprised if I am doing mukbangs for the next 30 days because I'm sick of revisiting this conversation, and I hope you all don't need me to tell you all that the shit she's putting on her live streams and on her channel is just deplorable. Deplorable. Anyways, I think that's all I have time for today. I'm glad I got that out. I feel so much better now. I hope y'all feel better too. But also, she's terrible. It's really hard to say anything positive about Chantal at this point. It's hard to say anything. Y'all want to applaud her for taking a trip to Cuba and doing the same thing she does in Cuba every day that she did in Canada? You want to applaud her for going and singing some karaoke? Good for you, Chantal. You sang a karaoke song. Bravo. Bravo. What a brave, courageous person. Fuck off. Anyways, if this is your first time on my channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell button so you get notifications. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share. Follow me on all my social media at thezacharymike, and have a great day. Bye.